I'm Susanne Fuchs. I'm a senior researcher at the Leibniz Zentrum für Allgemeine Sprachwissenschaft in Berlin. And I'm particularly interested in speech motor control and breathing, in phonetics and in multimodality. I grew up in a small town in the south of East Germany. I was interested in many different things, and I worked 2 shifts in a shoe factory, and then I moved on and applied for art, which I didn't get, and then I applied for social psychology in Jena, which I got. After the wall came down, I bought with a friend a little van, and we lived there for a year. I moved to Heidelberg, or close to Heidelberg, and I attended all kinds of courses because I was interested in many different things. And then after this 1 year, I moved to Berlin and studied speech science at the Humboldt University. I got a PhD in Edinburgh at Queen Margaret's University and did a postdoc in France at GIPSA Lab. So I finally decided for science, even though that was quite hard in the beginning, whether I would choose art or science. But the team at SAS was so nice, so I decided for science. My research strands here at Iméra will be related to breathing, and I work on 2 topics. One is breathing in babies. I'm particularly interested in the coordination between the voice and the breathing and how this develops over time. So I will use respiratory belts and analyze respiratory motion in babies. And the other one is on baboons. I will go to the primatology station here and use thermocameras because I cannot apply these breathing belts to baboons, that's impossible. And with this camera I can measure breathing based on temperature changes. The last 12 years I worked on speech breathing, and I was surprised that speech breathing is not really a major part of linguistics, so it was often assumed that breathing is automatic. The first work I did was working on speech planning and breathing, and we investigated different utterance lengths. So when we speak for a longer time, we found out that we inhale much deeper to have more air available in comparison to shorter utterances. And then I closely worked with Amélie Rocher-Capellan from Grenoble. We worked on breathing in perception, in speech perception, and turn-taking, breathing in dialogue. We also got a German-French project together from ANR DFG and worked on physical effort and speech production and breathing. And then I worked with Wim Pao from Radboud University, where we made a review of breathing and how it's connected even to gesturing and evolution. And I think now it's time to move on. And now I'm able here to do my first empirical studies on breathing in babies and breathing in baboons. And I'm very excited and delighted to be an Iméra Fellow. I got a very touching email from the director, and I felt I'm at a very specific place. I'm pleased to be connected to many people who are artists and scientists here at Iméra. And I will also work with the people at LPL, at Cela, and at LPC. I hope this interdisciplinary research will move the field forward. We will do our first experiments, get our first results, and hopefully get something interesting out. We'll publish this work, and I can even imagine that in this big interdisciplinary team we can move the field forward and potentially establish a new research domain. Let's see what comes out.